Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. This is Judgment Day and we have started with a bang. The villain already assaulting the WWE Champion in the parking lot before this match, before the show can even begin. That is a huge issue to deal with regarding our main event of the evening, but there are more matches to come. Bobby Roode and Bobby Fish meet inside of a steel cage later on tonight, but it feels as if we haven't got enough time to talk about that right now because this match is the main talking point of the evening. Marty, Scurll, Kazuchika, Okada. Will the match even happen with what we saw in the parking lot just a moment ago? The villain assaulting the Rainmaker. What a chaotic start to Judgment Day. And folks, we are set to get going right now with action. 6-woman tag team match to kick things off. It is a Riott squad against Absolution, but the key focus right now is what the hell just happened in the back. What the hell just happened to the Rainmaker? I have no idea what to make of what we just saw, but what I know is that Kazuchika Okada is down, out, and in huge trouble right now. Scurll trying to take any advantage he can to claim the WWE Championship. We will await to see if anything else happens with that this evening, but as I said, we begin this show with a tag team match. And a rather unexpected one at that just a moment ago, just a few days ago on SmackDown Live even. We were seeing Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville taking on the Riott squad when Paige jumped over the barricade and took out Ruby Riott, thus leading to a win for the duo who call themselves Absolution. From that moment on, this matchup was made, and now we kick off Judgment Day. What had started as a feud, as a rivalry between Paige and Ruby Riott led into Paige and the Riott squad and has now led into this whole scenario we see in front of us. Judgment Day kicking off with a bang here in Sacramento as we await to see what else though will happen. In terms of the in-ring action, in terms of the title matches to come our way as well, and of course, like I said, still so much up in the air with that main event. Huge start to the evening, but it's about time we get going here at Judgment Day, and so we will. Sarah Logan will start against Sonya Deville. Judgment Day has begun. It will be loving start here between Deville and Sarah Logan to see who can get the upper hand on one another. Logan coming in there with a big boot, hoping to receive word on Okada's condition soon, because that was a brutal assault by Scurll. First the chair shot, then the Black Plague on the parking lot floor on tarmac, and then holding the title over him as if he had just pinned Okada in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, clean as you like. Those two men are supposed to meet in a no disqualification match for Marty Scurll later on this evening. Who knows if that match is even going to take place after what we just saw backstage. What I do know is that this match has got underway here. Nice work from Liv Morgan there. She is now locking horns with Mandy Rose. These two women picking up where they left off in the tag match on SmackDown Live. But you know, at some point, the leaders of these teams are going to want to get involved, that of course being Ruby Riott and Paige. They'll want to get their hands on one another, and will want to try and seal this feud, perhaps once and for all. Tonight is the night to do it. 2 weeks removed from Money in the Bank, of course, but the chaos is still reigning in, especially when it comes to that main event scenario. Nice move there by Mandy Rose, but couldn't capitalize. Logan with a headbutt in the gut. Code red now from Logan. Looking good for the Riott squad in this moment. Huge clothesline. Takes Mandy Rose off her feet. And now the tag will be made. Ruby Riott comes in. The leader of the Riott squad, the former SmackDown Women's Champion, getting her hands on Mandy Rose right now. Kicked her right in the knee and drives her right into the mat to go along with it. No remorse showing from Ruby Riott, but Mandy Rose starting to fight back a little bit here. Rose now getting in some shots. And if I was Rose, I would try to get Paige in this one as well. But it ain't happening. An unlikely alliance in Absolution and Paige, but could it be one that works out tonight over the Riott squad? Kick out there. Mandy Rose crawling, trying to make the tag, but kicked right in the gut there by Ruby Riott. That'll take the spring out of your step in an instant. Riott takes it to the turnbuckle, tags in Liv Morgan now. This is looking like a good bout for the Riott squad thus far. Mandy Rose starting to come back a little bit though. Loads up the forearms, and the third one sends Liv Morgan off her feet. 4 title matches coming up for you tonight. A steel cage bout as well. And of course, still so much drama and speculation for the entire evening as well, especially in regards to that main event. In a way, I shouldn't be surprised that has happened. Liv Morgan bringing Mandy Rose up to her feet now, but Mandy responding. Strike there with a forearm. Backing away from the corner. Liv Morgan capitalizing on that. Mandy Rose made a mistake there. Backing out of her own corner. That was a huge error made. And Morgan has taken full advantage of it. The Riott squad has been leading the way in this match more. And Absolution has Morgan backing up here. Maybe a mistake made. Mandy Rose will make the tag into Sonya Deville. Riott comes in as well. That should have been the moment to get Paige in this one, but it seems not. Deville and Riott will lock horns now. Attempted cutter maybe by Sonya Deville. Ruby Riott comes up with the counter, but she can't capitalize. There she can though. Nice super kick. The reverse DDT follows up. See what will happen now. Riott. Nice back suplex. Will that be enough to put away Sonya Deville? Will it be victory for the Riott squad? Close, but not close enough. Deville gets the shoulder up in time. Back in the turnbuckle we go. Look at this now. Morgan holding Deville briefly as Ruby Riott choked her out in the turnbuckle. This has been a strong showing thus far from the Riott squad, and Mandy Rose now tagging herself back in here. I think Paige might have been planning the same, but Rose beating her to the punch. Absolution trying to take this away from Paige, it would seem. What a forearm there. Paige has yet to get life in this matchup. Mandy Rose fighting out of it, backs up, and here we go. Now the tag is made. Paige comes in, and the 2 women responsible for this 6-moment tag match collide. Paige and Riott meeting in the ring. No shenanigans, no beatdowns. Just the opportunity to fight one another, and Paige is taking full advantage of it. Riott comes up with the counter though. Counter made by Paige as well. Discus forearm, missed with it. And Ruby Riott capitalizes with that STO. Let's see what will happen now with Ruby Riott looking to pounce on the opportunity, looking to give herself and the Riott squad control once again. Look at these flurry of strikes in the corner by Ruby Riott there, taking Paige off her feet and maybe knocking her out a little bit, maybe knocking her senses with it a little bit as well. Look out here. The head of Paige just driven into that turnbuckle. Sweet goodness, no remorse showing as Ruby Riott will look to put things away. She will look for the Riott kick. Will she get it? Paige at the last moment, stuffing her in the face with that forearm, making a viable save. These 2 women still colliding with one another. If I was Absolution, the Riott squad, I could drop down right now because all these two women are interested in is fighting one another. Fisherman suplex connects there by Paige. What else can she muster up now? Huge super kick takes Riott off their feet. Riott seems to be fading after missing the Riott kick there. Finally getting a little bit back in the tag. And now, Riott kick! She got all of that one. And now she covers for victory for the Riott squad. Will it be? Oh, Paige having a kick out. Liv Morgan almost made an incredible save. Just not to be though. Paige back up to her feet. She's still fighting on. These two women, these two teams have poured an awful lot into one another. Huge tiger suplex from Paige. She has her in now. Paige turning a Riott in the middle of the ring. Will it put her away? Will it be enough? It has done it. Brief alliance or not, it has brought victory. And Paige gets what she has been seeking for so long. Victory over Ruby Riott. She pins her, she seals her revenge. She is victorious. What an interesting way to kick off Judgment Day. And the show will keep on rolling. Jesus, the desperation of Scurll shining through in its fullest forms. The villain begging for the WWE Championship. And we move on here this evening to our next contest of the evening. Singles matchup coming up next. Dolph Ziggler to go one-on-one with the leader of the Saviours in Ricochet. Ziggler in his own piece of crisis and turmoil right now as he stands alone. A few weeks ago, him and the tag team partner of his, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, were working well with one another, and then it all fell apart when they lost the tag team titles. Weeks of bickering with one another. Rhodes put out on the shelf after Ziggler thought he had been abandoned, and it was revealed to actually be an attack backstage. That was the last we heard of tensions mounting in the American show-offs. Whether or not this still is an American show-offs is still very much so up in the air. We do know, though, is that Ziggler is competing here tonight as he goes one-on-one against this man right here, the man who has had quite an impact since his arrival, since his change of persona, rather, to the savior of SmackDown Live. From WrestleMania onwards, Ricochet has made quite an impact in this universe, quite an impact on SmackDown Live. At Backlash, he put Kota Ibushi on the shelf. Do not be surprised if he looks to do the same tonight to Dolph Ziggler. There are his associates, Roderick Strong, Drew Gulak, and Ricochet. The Saviours heading towards the ring right now. This all brewed on the last episode of SmackDown Live. Heading into this event, Ricochet, having picked up a win, looked to continue his assault by sending in Gulak and Strong. As they went for the assault, Ziggler came down to the ring, knocked Strong out of the ring, hit a super kick on Gulak and stared down with Ricochet. By the end of the evening, the match was official for tonight. Ricochet has had quite the streak going for him, and the Saviours as well, since the formation of this group coming out of Backlash. It's mad to think that this man, who just just over 2 months ago, was standing alongside Ibushi as he walked into WrestleMania, hoping to become the Intercontinental Champion, has now become a man enthralled, infatuated, and indoctrinated by his own thoughts. He is the savior of SmackDown Live. It's a wild change. Ziggler may not care about any of it, but what he wants right now is a win to his name. Crowd chanting for Ziggler as this one gets underway between these two men now. Colnabo tie-up. We do not know what is next for Ziggler, but what could be a few minutes away is a big victory over Ricochet, depending on the way that this matchup goes. Colnabo tie-up after the clean break. Go behind from Ziggler. Now go behind from Ricochet. Ziggler has tremendous success in this universe. Grand Slam champion, if I remember rightly, if not at the very least a Triple Crown champion. World titles, United States Championships and Tag Team titles to his name. Ricochet does not care about any of that though, as he calls to whatever it is, to a higher being maybe, or maybe to himself, to cleanse himself, to save himself in this one. Oh, what a spike DDT there. Say what you will about the persona, about the change of heart that Ricochet has had. His in-ring ability still as prevalent as ever, still as dangerous as ever. Big uppercut now from Ricochet. Sends Ziggler against the ropes here. This could be dangerous for Ziggler. Ricochet with a run-up. 619. Ziggler stumbling up to his feet and right into that uppercut. Huge springboard uppercut from Ricochet. Looking to defeat a 3-time world champion. Ziggler gets the shoulders up in time. Ricochet now locking the body in, has that arm wrenched as well. Doing damage, going to work on the show off right now. Ziggler trying to power his way out of this, trying to find a way to get himself out of the hold, and he's done just that now. Ziggler has made his way out. Nice hip toss there to escape. Now can Ziggler find an opening to get some work done? He goes with a corner splash. And Ricochet goes down. Dolph with a huge leaping DDT in the middle of the ring. Ricochet in trouble. There is an elbow drop right out of the playbook of the show-off. Ziggler going to work now. Chinlock being applied here. Digging that knee in the back as well. Discus forearm, down goes. Dolph right away though. Ricochet so quick to pounce. 450. Oh! Missed with it. Ziggler pounces on it with a back suplex and a kip up of his own. Maybe not of the caliber of Ricochet's. Still athletic nonetheless. Look at Strong and Gulak on the outside. Maybe waiting to pounce on a moment that they're called into play by their leader. Saito suplex now. Ricochet getting all of that. Control slipping back and forth in this matchup right now. Neither guy really has a hand on controlling this contest. Up onto the second rope now. What will Ricochet look to do here? Oh no. Oh, backbreaker. Straight out of the playbook of Randy Orton that one was. Ricochet caught him flush with that backbreaker. Look out now. There's that DDT again. Ricochet. Moonsault as well. What a length across the ring to clear. Ricochet does it. Goes into the cover. Has he beaten Ziggler this evening? No. Kick out it 2 by Ziggler. Ricochet though staying on the offense. The savior of SmackDown Live doing what is necessary for him to claim victory, but again, control teeters away. Ziggler comes fighting back now. Just not enough in the arsenal of Ricochet to keep Dolph Ziggler down. Ziggler's been through plenty of wars, and that may be what's helping him to survive as well. Ricochet goes up to the top rope, shooting star press. Ziggler had it covered. Knees up in time. Flying clothesline in as well. Dolph Ziggler now fired up and ready to go. Famous sell by Ziggler. Where does it lead him from here? Ziggler looking to put it away. Ziggler looking for a huge win. Zigzag to Ricochet. Will it be enough? Has he beaten the savior of SmackDown Live? Ricochet gets the shoulder up in time. Ziggler astounded and in disbelief as well. He thought that was enough. He thought he had beaten Ricochet right there. But simply put, it wasn't the case. Ricochet still alive, still fighting on. Poison Rana now. And he goes to the top rope once again. Ziggler in a world of trouble. Ricochet somehow not only still in this after the zigzag, but fighting on. Spinning heel kick from the top rope. Downward spiral as well. Ziggler all of a sudden is the one on the back foot. The Saviours cheering him on. I don't know where Ricochet has found this, but he is committed to proving he's the savior of SmackDown Live. Look out. Oh, whoa! What the hell was that? I have never seen that out of the arsenal of Ricochet before. Leaping cutter. Middle of the ring, he covers him. And Ricochet has beaten Dolph Ziggler. Victory for the savior of SmackDown Live once again. Ziggler tried to start a fight. Ricochet was more than happy to end it. And as the saviors walk away here and leave Ricochet to saviour the moment, no pun intended, it is the savior of SmackDown Live that claims victory over the show-off at Judgment Day. A fine match, but an incredible move from Ricochet ends it. And oh my goodness, no, he's not done yet. He's not done yet. Ricochet putting the boots on Ziggler some more. Putting the stomps away. Hang on, down the ramp. Cody Rhodes. Rhodes coming to the assistance of Ziggler. Cody Rhodes saving the man who we thought he had turned his back on. Ziggler puts him out of the ring. And they stand tall in it. It has been a long time coming. But there it is! The handshake confirms it! The American show-offs are back! So many weeks of speculation put to rest. Ricochet wins, but the show-offs have returned. Oh, what a moment that was there. What a moment to celebrate at Judgment Day. An incredible finalization to everything that we have been analyzing since Backlash. The show-offs back as one. Cody Rhodes saving Ziggler from the Saviours. We move on to our next contest of the evening now, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. Asuka challenges Becky Lynch. Asuka is made the #1 contender pretty much based off of the fact that if you want to get the titles off the originals, you send in the Empress, and that could well work. We saw a week and a half ago on SmackDown Live the Counter Revolution, as it was called by SmackDown Live's general manager Christian James, was led, and Asuka attacked Becky Lynch backstage, laid her out, and as from then on, the match was set in stone for this evening. Asuka, Becky Lynch, two phenomenal athletes. They met at Survivor Series, and it was Asuka who beat her there. Becky Lynch, though, when Asuka was the Raw Women's Champion, came out the losing end of things, but now Asuka, the challenger, Lynch, the SmackDown Women's Champion, for the 4th time, I believe now, or at least the 4th-time Women's Champion. And of course, you know that Lynch will have something else on his side this evening as well to make sure the originals keep their claim, keep their stake in the women's division. And look who they've brought out with them. The man who is seemingly at the bottom of the barrel on SmackDown Live. The leader of the originals, but the man who started the war. The man who led Finn Balor into a ruse. The man who had all the alleged brothers of Balor turn on him. AJ Styles did make it a Judgment Day. And he's in the corner of Becky Lynch for this one. What will the Phenomenal One do in this? Because you know, if this is an Originals match, he's going to find a way to get involved. Asuka with her work cut out already in the ring, but now on the outside with AJ Styles involved. It's going to be a mighty fine contest though, ladies and gentlemen. I do not doubt it for a second. Asuka was Raw Women's Champion for some 6 months. From October up until the start of April at WrestleMania. And will tonight be the night that she adds the SmackDown Women's Championship to her resume? Or is it going to be the turn of the Originals to keep their grasp on the titles here tonight? They have 3 titles, of course. And they will look to keep it that way. Becky Lynch in our first title matchup of the evening, looking to hold on to that belt over Asuka. Asuka fighting for SmackDown Live. Becky Lynch fighting for the Originals. And what will AJ Styles do at ringside? We are ready to go here. One of 4 title matches, hopefully, to come our way here tonight. This is going to be a damn good one. So get yourselves ready for it. Asuka, Becky Lynch, one-on-one. Bell rings and we are underway. Where have things led following that attack on Lynch in the locker room by Asuka? We will find out right now. These 2 women locking up with one another. Asuka there with a knee in the face of Becky Lynch, and now looking to get an upper hand in this contest as it gets underway. Lynch responding with forearms of her own, and instantly things start to pick up between arguably 2 of the greatest women's wrestlers in this universe. Huge forearm. Asuka though doesn't come off her feet fully. She stays on one knee and now winds up a huge kick. It almost took the head off Becky Lynch. Cover made. Looking for the title early on, but a kick out. Asuka looks for a knee again. Lynch able with the counter, and that uppercut takes Asuka off her feet. Just keep my eye on AJ Styles at ringside. I wouldn't be against Finn Balor jumping over the barricade and assaulting him, but I don't know if Balor's going to be in any condition to do that following his handicap match in the most recent episode of SmackDown Live. Asuka though starting to fight back a little bit now. Lynch taken off her feet, down on her knees, and boots into the chest and across the head. There's looking at you, Daniel Bryan. Lynch trying to roll out to breathing room, trying to recover briefly. Asuka giving her no such opportunity. She brings her back into the ring. Discus forearm now. Asuka. Camel clutch STF being applied right now. Devastating hold for the Empress. Could Lynch tap out? Could this lead to a new SmackDown Women's Champion? Had the possibilities, but it just wasn't happening. Back elbow there by Lynch gets her out of it. Still all to play for in this one right now. Saito suplex from Lynch incoming there. If an assault in the locker room started this between these 2, as this match progresses, it will build and build until what I'm sure will be a huge ending. But this Armor versus the Asuka lock. It's going to be hard for either one of these 2 to tap out and admit it. Last time Asuka, challenged for a title, or rather was in a championship match, she tapped out to Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. She wouldn't want to repeat of that. Leg drop now from Lynch. Gets a run up and nails another. Asuka now on the back foot a little bit. Challenger in trouble. Becky Lynch coming in with her exploder suplexes, putting Asuka in her place. This is why she was recruited into the original so long ago. And this is why she is the SmackDown Women's Champion to go along with it. Asuka gets herself out of that hole, slips out of the way there. Nice uppercut from Lynch. DDT follows up from it as well. Asuka really struggling now. She started off hot, but Lynch has taken the wind under her sails, and she is looking to clip the throne of Asuka as well and remove her from power. Oh, almost had her off that double leg drop. Lynch can't believe it. She actually thought that was going to be enough, but Lynch hopes that this will be enough. She is in position. She's going to look for the disarmer. But Asuka finds a way to slip out of it. Nice drop kick as well. Asuka now looking for the... Oh no, look for a kick in the chest instead of the Asuka lock. Tilt-a-whirl DDT though. Or float over DDT, whichever you prefer. Becky Lynch coming up with a big counter there. And once again, she stands tall over the challenger. Oh my God, up on the top rope, what will happen here? Hurricanrana from up high, huge move. Huge move from Lynch there. Asuka now, unable to fight back here. And following on from that, the lights could have faded. But no, Asuka's still able to counter. Huge German suplex from her as well. All to play for in this contest. Clothesline. And another one comes in. Asuka fired up. Thrust kick. Lynch coming off her feet. Cover made. Will it be enough for the title? Wow, won't even get one with it. Huge kick out from Lynch there. But Asuka has the momentum right now. She has the ability. Does she have it in her to take that SmackDown Women's Championship? Does she have it in her to defeat Lynch right now, to put a huge dent in the operations of the originals? Lynch elbows her way out of it there. Asuka though turns around. German suplex with a bridge, middle of the ring. Will it result in a new champion? Oh, it was close. Another 2 count in this one, but when could we see an Asuka lock? Because that might be looking more likely right now than the disarmer, but Lynch does slip away out of that camel clutch, that STF camel clutch once again. Asuka though pounces right on the opportunity, ducks under, leapfrogs. Lynch in trouble. No, able to put the brakes on right away and slip out of that one. Now Asuka in trouble. Pump handle Uranagi. Innovative offense, and almost resulted in a title retained, but again, Asuka gets the shoulder up in time. Forearm countered. Asuka going back to those kicks, looking for the chance to put this all away. There's every chance for Asuka, but hang on. Styles getting involved. Styles trying to distract the referee. He wants to adjust the turnbuckle, and now Lynch. Oh! Lynch had a steel chair ready for this opportunity, and they pounced on it. Steel chair in the skull of Asuka. Ref never saw it. And Becky Lynch retains the SmackDown Women's title. That is daylight robbery. Absolute robbery. Lynch retains off of the back of a coordinated plan of the originals. Styles saves Lynch, and a cheer shot between the eyes of Asuka laid her out. Things you can only assume have only just begun between these two women. If that's the case, the originals hold on to their crown, but Asuka almost took it away from Becky Lynch. AJ Styles getting involved and sticking it to the counter revolution. And so the chaos of the originals has already begun, and we are set for more. Coming up next, the WWE Tag Team titles are on the line. SAnitY challenge the Gorillas of Destiny. SAnitY became the #1 contenders due to the issues that were continuing to build and grow in the American show-offs. And now they have arrived to Judgment Day, seeking the tag team titles of SmackDown Live. And a big update before we begin this contest. Eric Young wanted to make it plain and clear before this show started. Punishment Martinez is no more. Damian Priest has been reborn. The man who stands on the right, reborn heading into this evening. Given new purpose in the cause of sanity to cause mayhem. He may well still cause the punishment, but he will forever be renamed Damian Priest. He will team with Killian Dane here tonight as the heavy, the hard hitters of sanity seek the tag team glory. Can they achieve it? Can they cause the mayhem and the chaos needed, necessary to topple over the originals? We are about to find out. Sanity's certainly on the side of the counter-revolution for SmackDown Live, but they don't need a reason to revolt. That is Sanity's MO. And they will look to take those titles here tonight. Eric Young leading the helm from ringside. Dane and Priest are gonna do immense damage in this contest. We already saw a preview to this contest in some ways on SmackDown Live. And Bad Luck Fale and Damian Priest squared up one-on-one. It was Priest who left with the victory, the South of Heaven finishing the deal. And now we await to see what happens in this contest. Can the momentum of sanity continue them all the way to the tag team titles? We are certainly about to find that out. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Honoring their leader in AJ Styles. Bad Luck Fale taking up the helm. And that is the Tongan squad, the Tongan family, the side that does make up the Gorillas of Destiny. It's just a different name within the originals, but they remain in that group. The tag team champions, Fale and Tangaloa, the Intercontinental champion, Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga, of course, in action up next against Jay White for the Intercontinental title. As for right now, he stands at ringside with his brothers, looking to keep their hands on those tag team titles. Fale will be looking to bounce back from the defeat on SmackDown Live. And these two men, of course, are looking to retain their tag team titles. I'm sure Christian James is passionately enjoying the ode to AJ Styles backstage. And right now, of course, we are prepared to go for this tag team title matchup. Who will leave with these tag team titles? Is it Sanity's time already? Or will the originals maintain those titles in their first defense within this reign? There's a lot of muscle mass within that ring. I'd imagine there's got to be somewhere in the region of near 600 pounds on both sides. Dane and Fale going to be the heaviest hitters in this one. But which way will it go is what we are about to find out the answer to. Priest and Dane looking as ready as ever, but looking calm and composed in their own right to the tag team champions. Both, of course, different variations of teams that we're used to. The Gorillas of Destiny, as we knew it, used to be Tama Tonga and Tangaloa before Tama Tonga picked up an injury and Fale stepped in. And in NXT, it was Eric Young and Killian Dane who were the tag team specialists. Now, it's Dane and Priest. But we are ready to go for our second title match of the evening. The original shenanigans have already allowed them to leave with one title. Will they leave with two under similar circumstances? We are about to find out. Dane will start things against Tangaloa here. The flip side of the contest from SmackDown Live. And now we are underway. How will either side fare in this one? Remember a Backlash when they claimed the titles. It was the work of Bad Luck Fale, low blowing Rhodes off the apron when the referee wasn't looking. Oh, sorry, was it Tangaloa doing that to enable victory for G.O.D, and now they look to do it again here tonight, I imagine. Whether or not we'll see the low blow come out to play. Maybe Eric Young at ringside will try and put a stop to that. Tonga, though, could certainly get involved. Anything to help out family as he prepares for his title defense against Jay White. Up next, big spine buster there. Killian Dane going to work in the early stage of this match right now against Tangaloa. SAnitY off to a strong start. Tag made. In comes Damian Priest now. And what are we going to see from the new look Priest? Oh, what an elbow drop. New look, new name. Same viciousness being displayed. Fale having to come in early to break up that one. Killian Dane charging halfway across the ring there, but not doing much more than that. Oh, what a slam from Priest in that moment. Right down into the mat. Hooked the arms in. Tangaloa was looking to crawl to make the tag to Fale. Taken away from him. Killian Dane getting a shot from behind, and that opened the door for Priest to take advantage. Suplex incoming. No, Tangaloa gets the counter to it. And Loa now going to look for the tag into the underboss. Here comes Fale. He'll go up to the top rope as well. Fale splashing down on Priest. My apologies, but Priest right up to his feet, right back down. Oh my goodness, Fale with an immense bridge for a man of his size. It was not enough to put away Damian Priest there. Priest coming back, good strike. Fale pushes him away though. Look out now, Fale demonstrating the strength as he looks to have his revenge from SmackDown Live. South of Heaven tonight would be more devastating, of course, than just a 3 count. It would mean the end of the reign for the Gorillas of Destiny. Fale in. Oh, there's the pounce. That huge shoulder tackle. Fresh out of his training as a rugby player, just to go in with a hard tackle. Technically that tackle would be illegal in rugby, but still. Tag is made though. In comes Killian Dane. Dane and Priest working well together to send Tangaloa now up and over, who came in off the tag as well while I was showing my lack of knowledge about rugby. Up now, suplex attempt again. Once more, Tangaloa gets the counter to it. Gun stun! Maybe just a simple cutter for Tangaloa. Paying homage there to his brother on the outside. Look at this, Tangaloa going to work right now. Huge drop kick. Dane doesn't come off his feet though. Tangaloa having to resort to other tactics. Trying to kick away the leg there of Killian Dane. But he's still up on his feet and he runs down Tangaloa now. Dane is an immense force to deal with in any tag team match. He was typically the difference maker in tag team matches in NXT for SAnitY. He was the brute force of the team, and even with a guy like Priest alongside him, it seems as if that mantra still stands true. SAnitY though doing a good job right now, could still be well on their way to tag team titles. Once again, that elbow drop will come down onto the chest of Tangaloa, who is desperately seeking to get out of this one and get Fale into it. Fale ran with a head of steam right now. Tangaloa is struggling to find the same. Huge lariat there. Clocked in with it. Priest continuing on his momentum, it would seem, from SmackDown Live. Nice dropkick there though from Tangaloa, finally getting some life into his offense, and finally finds the opening that is necessary to get Bad Luck Fale back in here. Drop toe hold. Elbow drop into the small of the back there. Fale in a good predicament right now to retake control for G.O.D. Priest though off of that Samoan drop right in front of Killian Dane. Tag is made. Dane is legal, and look at that. Goes charging at a Fale, he doesn't move. Fale says try again. Dane will, and he still doesn't come off his feet. Dane takes another run up, and Fale again won't fall from his feet. And on the first call of asking, Fale will knock Dane from his. Talk about immense power there from the underboss. It just got demonstrated to its fullest extent. Tag is going to be made. In comes Tangaloa once again. Double clothesline. Killian Dane taken well off his feet there. And now Alabama slam incoming, planted him. Tangaloa with a huge move, demonstrating huge strength. Sends him back in the corner. These quick tags are doing great work now for the originals. G.O.D, whatever you want to call them. It is working out well. Dane can't make the tag into Priest there. But Farley will crush him with a spear. Huge spear from Farley. Dane was up, but he was out. Farley could put the finishing pieces on this now. Tama Tonga wasn't needed. Neither was Eric Young could be a factor in this one. Farley looking for revenge from SmackDown Live. Looking to keep the titles around their waists. Up in the air. Bad luck fall. Farley got all of that one, driving Killian Dane into the mat. Farley into the cover. Will it be enough to put him away? G.O.D have done it. The originals keep their claim on the tag team titles. 2 for 2 for the originals this evening. And they are proud of their job. Bad luck Farley claiming victory. Bad luck Fall. His immense strength being demonstrated once again to put away Killian Dane. Priest and Dane did all they could, but it wasn't enough. This is the dominating force of the tag team division, as it has been now for over a year. Is there anyone out there who can stop these men? Christian James putting the hammer down right there. But a warning for Okada if he can't compete. There's no title for the Rainmaker. Still deep concerns surrounding our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, if there will even be a main event. We do not know right now what the fate of Kazuchika or Okada is. We can only hope, and we'll only find out when the main event comes around. As for right now, it is time for the Intercontinental Championship to be up for grabs, and it could be time for Sacramento and Judgment Day, and the Intercontinental title to breathe with the Switchblade. Jay White comes towards the ring, had a helping hand in the counter revolution we saw on SmackDown Live 2 weeks ago. Jay White coming out to aid SmackDown Live and to get his hands on Tama Tonga before Judgment Day. They stared each other down on this most recent episode of Judgment Day, but it was a Blade Runner in the parking lot for Tama Tonga the week prior. Jay White may still be able to use that impact as an advantage. Tama Tonga could still be affected by it. Remember, he was put on the shelf for a number of months with a neck injury. But this has been Jay White's calling for a long time now. What was originally supposed to be a singles match between himself and Finn Balor for the Intercontinental title at Backlash was invaded by Tama Tonga, who left, pinning Finn Balor and stealing the opportunity to be champion away from Jay White. Then in the rematch just 2 days later on SmackDown Live, Marty Scurll invaded the match, laid out both men and stood tall over them, marking his arrival to SmackDown Live. Every time White has had an opportunity to challenge for that title, there's been a third element involved to take it away from him. Tama Tonga was as a result of a stipulation being placed on the match, but the invasion of Scurll, neither he nor Tama Tonga had anything to do with it. But now we prepare to see what happens And of course, there's another third party involved. Fale standing alongside Tama Tonga here, rewarding him, repaying him for working alongside, for standing alongside him in the tag team matchup that just passed. And you know Bad Luck Fale will look to try and get involved somehow, some way. And that, of course, all goes to the help of the bad boy. Already seen them get involved, of course, with AJ Styles distracting the referee. Could that strike again tonight? Could it enable there to be still Intercontinental Champion Tama Tonga? Absolutely could happen here tonight. Third title match of the evening, 2-0 for the originals this evening. And if Fale can get his hands on Jay White, you fear as well, it could very well be 3-0. Alright, we are ready to go in this one. Interesting that it's just Fale, Tangaloa not choosing to come out here. Neither AJ Styles. And the All Matters that attend to the family, the Tongan family, are dealt with by them. I don't know. We of course all know where every aspect of the original stands. We learned that on Money in the Bank. All were opposed to Finn Balor, but this guy, outside of AJ Styles, was the first to make that statement apparent that he wasn't on the side of Finn Balor when he took that title away from him at Backlash. Now though, Balor's out of the question. It is a straight match between Tama Tonga and Jay White for this one. Tama Tonga with a bit between his teeth as well. Typically a tag team wrestler. Does he have it in him? In a singles match, to go toe-to-toe with a guy who went to the limit with Corbin at WrestleMania over the television title on ECW. Now on SmackDown Live, another opportunity for the Intercontinental title for Jay White. His third in just over a month, but will this have its own controversy involved? We're going to find out right now. Bell rings were underway. Both guys hesitant to go to battle with one another, looking into each other's eyes before they locked horns. And now the striking begins. Chops breaking out from Jay White. Tama Tonga with no response early on. Flapjack there from the Switchblade. Just using his brute strength there, which he does possess quite a significant amount. Forearm looked like it had him right in the throat there. White stumbles out of the corner. That was a knee in the chest. Big time knee in the chest by Tama Tonga as well. And now with Jay White down, he'll look to work him over here. Knee into the face. No respect showing from Tama Tonga, and why would they be? Up on his shoulders now. Fireman's carry. Flapjack. And the cover is made, looking to put away White, looking to hold on to that Intercontinental title early on. An early kick out from Jay White is the response. Sitching in this chin lock right now. Tama Tonga maybe getting a feeling out process here, trying to learn how he's going to overcome Jay White, trying to come up with a game plan. Having locked horns with him for a few brief moments, learning the strengths, the weaknesses maybe of Jay White. He's doing a good job right now. I gave him a little bit of a little bit of a knock for being a tag team wrestler primarily, but Tama Tonga proving me wrong right now with a strong showing here in the corner. Huge splash down on Jay White. Into a chin lock we go, but a different kind. Wrenching at the cheekbones, it looks like. Wrenching on the gums of Jay White. Any means necessary to hold on to that title. Jay White, though, powers his way out of it. Good work there. White now. Roll up. Looking to win the title by any means necessary in his own way. Kick out early on. Jay White has been hunting this Intercontinental title since he arrived to SmackDown Live. Is tonight finally the night for him? Or is that 300+ pound underboss on the outside going to have a say in the outcome? Nice back suplex there. Tama Tonga quick to respond, quick to fight back and knock down Jay White as well. Here goes Tama Tonga now. Head of steam, splashing down on White. Covers made. Will it be enough to retain the title? No, shoulders up in time. Looked like he tried for a stronger kick out, but Tonga did a good job of keeping those shoulders planted down on the mat. Fireman's carry flapjack once again. Up to the top rope now. Tonga looking for a big super fly splash. No one there though. White with the knees up in time. Single hook suplex again drives Tonga down. Good work from both men thus far. They're not taking too heavy risks. They know they've got to work slowly to overcome one another if they want victory here. But Jay White does also like a methodical pace to his match. He likes to systematically work down his opponent much in the same way as Randy Orton likes to. That'd be the best way I can compare it. Great counter that German suplex, by the way, by Tonga. Arm drag there, and now loading up kicks and strikes to a down Jay White. Huge leaping DDT. Tonga into the cover. He thinks he's done enough to retain here. It's a kick out at 2. Jay White showing signs of weakness. Tonga showing signs that this could all be over in a brief moment. Tonga in. Gunstand! Gunstand connects on White. There was no response from the Switchblade. And this could be a gut-wrenching defeat for him. Cover made. Shoulder up in time. Tonga can hardly believe it. Thought he had done enough right there and then. Wasn't to be. Jay White still alive, but for how much longer? Tonga controlling this contest right now. Up on the shoulders again. Another fireman's carry. Flapjack will connect. Jay White's head has become a focal point of the offense for Tonga. The bad boy, surprising me, has to be said. Oh, I thought for a second he was going for Blade Runner. Elbow drop into the chest. Jay White on the comeback, starting the charge, starting to look like he can hang for longer in a singles match, and starting to look like Tonga could be breathing with a switchblade. Blade Runner incoming, great counter. Tonga, roll up. Any means necessary, shining through again. Oh, almost had him. Jay White just with the shoulder up in time. Up to their feet now, both men are, but they are showing the signs of wear and tear in this match. Huge DDT from Tonga. Blood flowing on the head of White. Up and over the top rope goes Tonga. Wait! Oh my God! Into the arms of Farley. Oh, Snake Eyes into the apron. Tonga distracting the ref. Referee is seeing none of this heinous assault on the outside. Referee is distracted. Bad luck. Fall on the outside. Jay White is a bloody ruined mess at the hands of the originals. And there is nothing the referee can do to stop it. Rolled into the ring, into the path of Tonga. Oh, but Jay White kicks out at 2. White kicks out at 2, and the reaction tells you the tale. Tonga can't believe it. Farley can't either. How is White still alive? Tonga trying to put it away. White with a clothesline. Somehow he's still alive, and he's fighting on. He's got him. Blade Runner. Blade Runner from Jay White. He's done it. He sticks it to the originals. Jay White conquers it all and is the new Intercontinental Champion. Gang warfare from the originals were attempted, but Jay White had the insurgency to end it. The counter-revolution strikes. The Intercontinental title will breathe with the switchblade. A warning sent from the Black Heart in the bank right there, ladies and gentlemen. But we move on to our next contest of the evening. Steel cage match. Bobby Roode, Bobby Fish. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be a big one. A match that has been brewing since before Backlash comes full circle tonight. And we await to see if this man can achieve the revenge that he's been seeking as well. Remember, this steel cage match is not to keep these two men in, it is to keep the Dangerous Alliance out. And it is a smart tactic as well. Bobby Roode wanted it, and he got his wish. They met in a Falls Count Anywhere match at Backlash. It was a fight and then some. But it ended with Dangerous Alliance involvement. Bobby Lashley and Sheamus laid in wait in the locker room to pounce, and pounce they did, laying out Bobby Roode. And all Fish had to do was waltz in and cover him right there. Roode waited patiently for his revenge right up until the last episode of SmackDown Live before Judgment Day. Came out with a steel chair. Sheamus and Lashley went running, and he called out Fish for another fight inside a steel cage. Paul Heyman answered the challenge and accepted, but on one condition. And it is a stupid condition, and it shows you where the mind of Bobby Fish belongs, how much he is in over his own head, and how much his head is up his own ass as well. If Bobby Roode loses tonight, he has to lose his name because he is not worthy of sharing the same namesake as the great, the infamous Bobby Fish. That is the main care. That is the main concern for the Dangerous Alliance and for Bobby Fish. Someone sharing his name. There's literally someone in the faction with the same name as you. But Bobby Fish wants to take that away from Bobby Roode, like it'll be some sort of humility for him. But all Roode wants is revenge inside this cage. Now, it's not going to be a traditional steel cage. You do not win by climbing over the cage and both feet touching the floor. No. Like I said, it's just there to keep the Dangerous Alliance out. It can be used as a weapon, of course. You win this by pinfall or submission. Bobby Fish has competed in an awful lot of matches in his career in this universe. He's competed in Iron Man matches. He's competed in Last Man Standing matches, I believe. He has competed inside the Hell in a Cell. But what he has not competed in is the steel cage structure. Bobby Fish heads into this evening looking for victory, looking to put Bobby Roode out to past. The longest reigning WWE champion this universe has ever seen. 390 days in his first reign with that title. Fish, a three-time WWE champion, a main eventer of WrestleMania, and of course, the figurehead of the Dangerous Alliance. Fish has had a staple on SmackDown ever since he turned his back on his tag team partner Kyle O'Reilly, and that was a long time ago. There are an awful lot of accolades that Fish still has on this brand. Longest reigning WWE champion, longest reigning Intercontinental champion. Bobby Roode doesn't care for any of them. What he cares for is revenge. What he cares for is beating the man who holds all those accolades and putting him through misery inside this structure. Steel cage match begins right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is going to have the hallmarks of a beating. There is going to be flesh left inside this ring, left on the steel cage itself, and Bobby Roode. Oh, I thought he was going to start early then. But he is beating down Fish here in the early goings. A guy I don't think has had a match since Backlash, but that doesn't change the fact that they want to hurt one another. Roode sending Fish into the cage, his back grating down. The steel there. And Bobby Roode will take full advantage. Into the cover he goes, looking to beat Fish early on here. Because even though the cage is to keep these guys out, there is nothing stopping them using it as a weapon. But the knowledge that Sheamus, Lashley and Heyman are completely eliminated from this contest, that'll give Roode some momentum. That'll give Roode some confidence that he needs to keep going in this. Some confidence that he can have and he can carry to beating Bobby Fish, because if Fish wants to win, he has to beat him off of wrestling ability alone. But Fish is a damn good wrestler. Good strikes there by Fish now, holding away on the gut of Bobby Roode. Irish whip off the ropes comes Roode now into that back body drop. Once you let Bobby Fish start, it's hard to get him to stop. He may have the Dangerous Alliance up his sleeve. He may well have undertaken heinous actions in this universe, but the reality is you are not a WWE champion for 390 days by luck. It is skill that guides him there, and it is Fish that will guide Bobby Roode's head into the steel cage. Oh, what an impact for Roode to endure right there. Shin breaker, back suplex combination. Lethal, devastating. That is the MO of Bobby Fish when he's in this ring. Exploder suplex, impactful as well. Into that turnbuckle pad, cover made. Will it be enough? Shoulders up in time. Fish holding control in this contest right now, though Bobby Roode has to be asking himself what he has to do here to turn this contest around. If he wants revenge over Bobby Fish, there's a slam, there's a cover. Will it be enough to put him away? Almost, but not quite. Roode, though, doing a good job. Same as with Ricochet and Ziggler earlier on. Momentum swinging back and forth in this contest. Huge full Nelson slam there by Roode. Into the arms, he goes again. Up on the shoulders, great transition. He'll get in one of his own. Into the steel cage goes Bobby Fish. Face first into it. You know, I wouldn't be impressed if he did it again. Just saying, Roode. He's doing a damn good job right now. Spinebuster from Roode. Will it be enough? Has he claimed victory here? No! What an early kick out from Fish. Count of 1. Incredible. What are we going to see from the glorious one? The former WWE champion has him up. Oh, into the steel cage. Power bombed into the ring as well. What a move by Fish. Has he done it? Oh, it was almost 3. 2 3/4 there. And now Roode will look to seal the fate of Bobby Fish. He will look for victory. He was looking for the glorious DDT, but Bobby Fish put the brakes on it right there. Oh man, this has been such a fight inside of this cage. They have put everything on the line to beat the other. In the turn, up against the ropes right now, and not using the cage, but using the ropes to his advantage. Fish now going up on the top turnbuckle. Can't win by escaping the cage, of course, but he'll take a huge risk. Big time headbutt. And oh no, this could be it. He's going to look for the fish hook. Was trying to put him up on his shoulders. Great counter by Roode. Slipped his way out of it. He's still alive. Rolling cutter from Roode now. And a nerve grip applied as well. Just looking to do as much damage as possible to Bobby Fish. But a great counter from Fish. Slipping his way out of that hold and taking the leg away as well from Roode. And these guys are putting absolutely everything on the line right now, though, to claim victory. They are giving it absolutely everything they've got to beat the other. For Bobby Fish, it's about removing the namesake of Bobby Roode. For Roode, it is just solely about revenge, and you can see it from his from how much he puts into these moves. You can see from the expression on his face, from his body language, as he goes into another cover right now, looking to put away Fish. Has he done enough here? Not just yet. But Roode has a damn good job of putting this match away. Fish back up on his feet, but it's Roode who maintains control. Look at the power there of Bobby Roode. Into the cage again. And look at the strength as he slams him down to go along with it. Roode now going up to the top rope. What could we see here? Calling Fish to his feet. Holding himself against the cage briefly. Oh, he might have been... I think Roode was planning for the blockbuster. But it also ended up being an elbow in the gut. The fatigue of this match and the damage the cage has done really showing its effect right there. Roode just didn't have it in him to get the full extension necessary to hit that blockbuster. And that was a crucial error made, because it's opened the door for Roode to come under attack from Bobby Fish. And this could have the effect to open the literal door of the steel cage. Referee in place to make sure that the Dangerous Alliance can't get involved. Huge Falcon Arrow superplex from Fish. And now, hugely big kick as well. Sleeping with the Fishies connects. Will it be enough to put away Bobby Roode? It is not. Good God, what a contest this has been, ladies and gentlemen. All for the sake of revenge, nothing on the line for Roode. He doesn't care about him changing name if he loses. All he cares about is beating the man who he shares this structure with right now. Backbreaker to Fish. What more? What more can he come up with? Oh! Just brute strength is what he'll break out. Throwing Fish into the cage. Face first he went. Immense upper body strength from Roode there, but Fish able to power out of that Boston Crab. Roode able to counter as well. Went for a lariat in the back of the head again. Fish had the counter lined up. Irish whip now, reels him back in, knee in the gut. Sooner or later, this incredible contest is going to have to come to an end. Powerbomb attempt, maybe a pile driver. Roode stops it and counters his way out. Roode now, right, Roode, glorious DDT! Glorious DDT, is it enough? Oh, so close. But the three-time WWE champion just able to kick out in time. Roode thought he had done it there, but it wasn't the case. Up on the shoulders now. He is exhausted, but he's trying to keep it going, holding him up on his shoulders. Is he going to powerbomb into the cage? Once again, he was lining it up, but Fish, given enough time, slipped his way out and comes charging in. Now the strength of Fish will shine through into the cage again. Face first goes Roode. Devastating impact to endure. Fish now up on the shoulders. Fish hook connects. All he needed was an opening, and he could have put away Bobby Roode. Fish hook on the button. It has put away so many in the past. And you can add Bobby Roode to that list. Bobby Fish has won it. What a war inside of the steel cage. They gave it everything, but in the end, Bobby Fish wins. He gets his wish. Roode loses the right to his first name. He'll have to come up with something new. Bobby Fish reigns true in the steel cage. A phenomenal contest, no doubt, but we're now coming up to what we hope will be a main event of the evening. Marty Scurll versus Kazuchika Okada. There has been cause, concern and worry that the Rainmaker will even compete here tonight, but if he does, the deck is stacked against him. If he is disqualified, the title goes to Marty Scurll. This following the actions at Money in the Bank. It's our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's up next. Marty Scurll versus Kazuchika Okada with a WWE title on the line. Wait. Okada with the chair. Oh my God! The Rainmaker has snapped for all the attacks on him. Okada's lost it. Talk about stacking the deck against Okada there for Judgment Day. If Okada is disqualified, he loses the WWE Championship. Marty Scurll with a steel chair to Okada. This is a preview before the title match on Sunday. Scurll can use weapons. Okada can't. Could Judgment Day be the dawning of a black plague of a SmackDown Live? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This could be just like Backlash with an incredible main event, 15 minutes plus, or it could all be over in an instant. And this man could reap the rewards. Marty Scurll assaulting Okada in the parking lot earlier this evening, laying him out on the ground with the Black Plague. And he will look to hold that title by the end of this evening. The villain heading towards the ring. The two-time World Heavyweight Champion. The man who retired Sting at the Royal Rumble. The man who seeks the WWE Championship here tonight. Can Marty Scurll claim his hands on it? We are about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Scurll is ready for this one. He has done all that he can to make this match not happen, but he has to go ahead with it. He laid out Okada with steel chair shots, and remember, there's nothing stopping Scurll using the chairs. It's a no disqualification match for Marty Scurll alone. He can use all the chairs, all the weapons he wants. If Okada touches one and hits Scurll across the head with it, he's done for. Scurll stands in the ring. We all stand in worry. What will happen here? You just knew you couldn't keep him down. Assault or not, he will fight on. The Rainmaker is ready to do battle. Jumped at the start of the evening or not, Okada is always ready for a fight, and it is one he will get tonight in the main event of Judgment Day. But what has to be running through the body of the Rainmaker right now? How much pain is surging through him in that back, in that neck of his that has been a target for a long time now. AJ Styles made it a crucial target of his at Backlash. And Okada, beaten or not, hurt or not, nothing will change the fact that he is the WWE Champion so long as he says so, and he has no intentions of letting it go here tonight. If he's going to lose that title, it will be by survival. It will be by beaten by the better man. It will even be the BS of the rules. But you know, Okada was never backing down. Scurll got in his head at Money in the Bank, and it showed when Okada used the chair. Scurll has continued that again up until tonight, even tonight itself. Right up until this very moment, he is trying to do everything he can to make sure Okada gets disqualified. But I can guarantee you, when the bell rings, Okada will stretch the rules, yes, but he will refuse to break them. So Scurll will rely upon whatever he can find at ringside, whatever he can find in the crowd to beat Okada. Okada has to rely on something which he is one of the best at, his wrestling ability. Two great world champions colliding here though. The longest reigning world heavyweight champion when he was over on Monday Night Raw. A man destined to continue on his reign after spending 7 months hunting down that title, rebuilding, rebirthing the persona of the Rainmaker. He beat AJ Styles, and now he looks to put away Marty Scurll. He may be hurt. He may have the rules against him, but he is the champion for a reason. The ace of SmackDown Live for a reason. But he is the villain. And he will do anything to claim that crown right there. Marty Scurll, Kazuchika Okada, WWE Championship up for grabs. The bell rings and we are underway. And look at that. Scurll straight to the outside. He wants to go right out there. He wants to make Okada make a mistake right away. Go for a weapon and play the games of the villain. But Scurll quickly learning that Okada isn't interested in playing those games. Standing right in the ring. Scurll walking around. But Okada going nowhere. Look out now, face to face with one another. Okada backs up. He wants to beat Marty Scurll by out-wrestling him. And here we go now, we're underway. Scurll gets the upper hand in the early goings, and he will club away at Okada. He knows the Rainmaker's hurt. All he's got to do is capitalize on those openings. Okada chose to fight hurt. And Scurll realizes it. Right away he goes to the neck. Ushigoroshi. Perhaps the easiest target that Okada has in terms of damage, in terms of potential injury. And the back as well after that black plague on the floor, on the tarmac floor. You know that's an opening as well to pounce on. Outside of the ring goes Scurll and straight for the weaponry. This is completely legal for Scurll. And he stands over Okada and rains the steel chair into his head, and he thinks he's done enough already. He was close. 2 count already. Scurll in control. You have to give Okada credit though for the fight he is producing right now. No matter the pain he's going through, he will fight on. He cannot give in. But would it all be for nothing by the end of this evening? Oh no, oh, head first into the chair. Nothing Okada could do to stop that one. Scurll sent him careening right into that chair. Back in the ring he comes with that chair again, grazing Okada with it. And oh, Okada using Scurll's momentum, much the same as he did at Money in the Bank. That isn't a disqualification. You are using Scurll's own momentum against him. Essentially, Scurll is guiding the chair into his own face. And like I said, he will bend the rules, but he won't break them. He can do anything. He can hit a tombstone on that chair if he wanted to. It's not a disqualification. He could put Scurll through the barricade at ringside. It's not a disqualification. He could throw Scurll onto the steps. It's not a DQ. He has to pick up that weapon and he has to throw it into the head of Scurll, just how he did at Money in the Bank. And Scurll will do all that he can to antagonize the Rainmaker in order to make sure that'll happen. But the hurt body of Okada is really shining through. Okada typically does like to start his matches slow. He likes the end of the pace. We saw it at Backlash with AJ Styles. But this isn't him working into his pace. This is him just being beaten down right now. This isn't a... Oh, no. Okada, don't do it. Okada, don't do it. Went through his mind for a moment. Throwed the chair out of the ring. But hang on. Scurll finds the opening. Oh, my goodness. Crossface chicken wing. The chicken wing is applied. Okada tried to act noble, and he could have just said goodbye to his title. Chicken wing is locked in. Will Okada tap out? He's fighting. He's kicking. And he is surviving. Oh, Okada is still in it. That says a lot though, how early Scurll got that locked in and how hard it was for Okada to fight out, heart alone, keeping the Rainmaker in it from the moment the bell rung. Rainmaker pose is struck, Could that be where Okada wakes up now? Here we go. Clothesline, drop kick. And to the top rope he goes now. Okada looking to fly. Elbow drop into the chest of Scurll. Rainmaker fired up here. And giving Scurll a feeling of what it's like to be Okada when your neck is hanging on by a thread. Ear raid crash neck breaker. Covers made on Scurll. And a kick out of 2 by the villain. Okada, he started slow, he started in pain. But fair play to him. He is fighting back. Absolutely. In the turnbuckle. Will go. Oh, never mind. Counter made by Scurll. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just stomping away at the hit body. Punishing him. Oh, was he? Oh, of course. Of course. The bat. The synonymous symbol of Sting. And he takes it into his hand as a weapon. And it will... Oh, Okada moves out of the way. But it will go right between the eyes of the Rainmaker. Just how he did with Sting at the Royal Rumble, using the bat as a weapon. But Okada fighting back with a flurry of shots right there. He is alive. But oh, what a kick from Scurll. What a kick. DDT to the Rainmaker. Working on the most impacted part of Okada. Working on the head, the neck, breaking it down and forcing Okada to kick out as well, which will take even more out of him. Slow to his feet. Oh, and then kicked in the head. Simply devastating. Oh, look at the strength now. Look at the strength of Scurll. Has him up onto that announce table. Okada's back is dumped down on it. Scurll is enjoying being in control right now. This is his contest. And in a few minutes, it could very well be his WWE Championship unless Okada can come up with something to stop him. Back to the outside, he wants that chair again. Okada tried to get rid of it. Scurll will bring it back in and into the ribs of Okada. DDT'd onto it. Oh my goodness. But the smart move there, the move of a champion. Okada rolled to the outside after it, so he couldn't be covered, but the damage has been done. Blood has spilled on the Rainmaker. Somehow he fights back first. Give credit where it's due to Okada. He isn't giving in right now. He's already been through a war with weapons once this year at Extreme Rules with Corin. He can do it again, but this time, of course, he's not allowed to use the weapons. Scurll taking a practice swing before he unloaded on Okada. Into the ribs again. The Rainmaker has no response. If his neck was hanging on by a thread, well, we have to discuss how tough that thread is, because it's keeping Okada in this one. Simply incredible. Simply incredible that he's still in this after everything. But it could be all over. It could be all over. No. Black Plague from Scurll. He covers. Has he done it? Oh, Okada's at it too. Rainmaker still alive. Scurll in disbelief. And now the anger, the rage taking over Marty Scurll. Pummeling away right now. Desperate to beat Okada. Opening that wound as best he can. The villain has the opening to do as he pleases, and he's taken the absolute full extent of it. Here comes Okada on the fight back. Tombstone! Cover is made. Blood flowing from the head of Scurll. Kick out at 2. What a match this has been. Blood has been spilled on both sides. Even without a weapon, Okada's found a way. Counter made by Scurll. From the top, crossbody connects. Cover is made. Will it crown the new WWE champion? Oh, wait, he broke that up. He broke that up. Scurll didn't accept the 3 count. He wants to punish Okada. Right into the head. Oh my goodness. And the blood flowing. And Scurll doing everything he can to make the wound even worse. Kicking away there at the open wound. Now to the outside we go again. Scurll in control. Okada testing his bravery. There's no denying it, but clearly, he's reached a limit. And Scurll has pounced on that limit. And he is looking to do everything he can to claim the WWE title right now. Into the table goes Okada. Scurll ripping away what was on it. And will drive Okada headfirst into it, doing anything possible to open that wound up further. All that he can think of as he drives Okada down onto it. You can see the fatigue from Scurll as well in this contest. He's feeling it as well. He's been put through a lot by Okada. But he has to question, how has he not put him away? After all that's gone on here. Scurll second guessing his move to the outside, that it would seem. His move back. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh my god! DDT'd into the apron. All of the weight on Okada coming down on his neck on the hardest part of the ring. And Scurll, he loves it. He's telling everyone this is over, that he has ended the Rainmaker. From the DDT on the apron, he's going to try and put him through the table. He's going to try and put him through the table right now. Scurll looking for it. Okada, finally, life in the Rainmaker. Okada counters, and he puts Scurll up on the top, on the announce table. He can't get DQ'd for this. Okada, DDT through the table. And Sacramento is right. What a match this has been. Okada bending the rules again. Right through the table they went. How is Okada alive? What do you have to do to end him? As blood is pouring from his head, far worse than that of Scurll's. But what do you have to do to put Scurll away as well? Oh, into the ribs. First it was the neck, and now I think the ribs have become a target. Win or lose tonight, Okada's body is going to be broken, beaten. It is going to have worse injuries than he came in with, and he already came in with pretty bad injuries, especially when a bat is being broken out into his ribs over and over again. This is a brutal beatdown of Okada into the head. Oh my god, I think that opened up even more blood. I think that worsened the wound, and it could be enough as the blood pours from the head of the Rainmaker. Scurll hasn't done it, and he can't believe it. The expression tells you the tale. Marty Scurll still hasn't put away Okada. But Marty Scurll, surely at this point, is close to putting away Okada. Up on the top, bird of prey! Cover. I have no idea. I have no words. This is just resiliency. This is heart. This is something that doesn't have a value. This is something you cannot process it in so many ways. This is something that you cannot physically show, but you can express it. And that's what Okada is doing right now, expressing his resiliency, his refusal to give in no matter the scenario. This is why we cheer on the Rainmaker, but for how much longer can we cheer him on? Scurll has made Okada a bloody mess. And he is continuing to brutalize him, opening that wound up as much as he can. The referee can't have a say in this. It ends right now when Scurll says it ends. And judging by the way he's destroying Okada, it can't be much longer. He keeps on trying to get up to his feet. He keeps on trying to find some fight, but Scurll keeps on. Wait, yes, he's alive. He's still in this one. Still got some fight. Down on the back came Scurll. Okada still going. Still cheer now. He drives Scurll into it. DDT onto the chair. Completely legal. Stretching the rules all that he can. And here we go. Tombstone on the chair. Okada's in. Where did he find it? Second wind. I don't know how. German suplex. Rainmaker. Are you kidding me, Okada? Rainmaker connects the cover. After everything he's been through, he's done it. Kazuchika Okada retains the WWE title. Somehow, some way, with the rules stacked against him, with his body hanging on by a thread, Okada wins it. And still, your WWE champion after a bloody war is the Rainmaker. Scurll did everything he could, but his everything wasn't enough. Kazuchika Okada retains, and he celebrates in Sacramento. But oh my God, coming out the entrance ramp and into the ring, Bobby Fish! Fish assaulting Okada! Are you kidding me? With the title in hand! And across the face, the bloody face, the ruined face of the Rainmaker, Fish takes the title back in his hand now. It has been so long since these men collided, but Fish is making his statement plain. He is back to claim the title he believes he made so great. 15 months he's waited, but he will have it back. He will have his revenge over Okada. Bobby Fish smells blood in the water. The blood of the Rainmaker.